Nobody's watching me, is my anxiety.
Tonight on ONEIL After Dark, free agency frenzy is all the rage in American Hand-Egg. In politics, March Madness seems to be year-round. And I speak with nobody. All that and more coming up next. Good evening, and welcome to ONEIL After Dark. My name is Tanner O'Neill. Well, I see everything's back to normal. The NFL kicked off its annual free agency period this past week, and a lot of players are on the move. Here's some notable transactions and reactions from the NFL's version of March Madness.
The Madness!
Defensive end Myles Garrett, who wanted out of Cleveland, decided to stay after signing a 4-year, $160 million deal. Garrett said, quote, "It wasn't about the money, it's about winning," end quote. Yeah, I guess all that money will make you forget you play in Cleveland. Strongman wide receiver DK Metcalf left the Seattle Seahawks to join the Pittsburgh Steelers. This will be a great option one wide receiver as George Pickens picks and chooses when he plays. Quarterback Justin Fields will be the signal caller in Gotham this season as the New York Jets paid the Ohio State standout $40 million over 2 years with $30 million guaranteed. Very informative. We turn now to American politics as our economic leaders prepare the public for financial incursions, such as inflation, tariffs, and the upcoming eggpocalypse. Here's what they had to say.
This legislation won't fix egg prices overnight.
What is he going to do about the price of eggs?
We would need 1 billion eggs.
Yet the cost of eggs keeps getting politicized, and people have been conditioned to think that the government is to blame.
You can get your hands on eggs. They have gone from just under $4 in December to over $7 at last check.
Well, hopefully these politicians hatch a plan. With the Trump administration full steam ahead, enacting policies and making America great again, I decided to check out what brilliance the ladies of The View had to say about what's currently going on in America.
He's a toddler.
America is so backward and broken.
He tracks really well.
Here comes the potato tariff.
It doesn't seem to be working right now.
Fat slob Rosie O'Donnell.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Wow. Once again, the gals displayed very sound judgment and intelligence. Amazing. Keeping with amazing, Buttons from Buttons for America set sail on the high seas over the weekend. This aquatic adventure is still in an effort to acquire tuna and oil for the American people. We go now to watch the ship leave port. Godspeed, Orange of the Ocean. To join Buttons for America Ocean Division, just like, share, subscribe, comment, and donate. The Cash App is at the bottom of the screen and is still not a scam. And we'll be right back after this. Welcome back. In local news, the town held its annual St. Patrick's Day Parade and motorcade over the weekend. The festivities, however, were abruptly halted after 15 car fires were reported within the span of 2 hours. We have obtained some video of this form of March Madness. And we must warn you, the footage might be disturbing. Terrible, but predictable. Authorities have no leads at this time. However, among the partygoers were Leon the Walrus, Lane Romansky, and a pack of gimps who are being sought for questioning regarding this and many, many other various crimes. Authorities are asking that if you have information on these events, please let the channel know in the comments section or contact Crime Stoppers. These animals must be stopped. In local out-of-town news, the Houston Rodeo is still going on. So if you have time, cowboy up to the fun. And if you don't have time, then make time. We all know it's boots and shafts and cowboy hats, spurs and a lot of gold.
They call the thing rodeo. Wow, wow.
Well said. Champions League now. World football giant Arsenal was in action this past week in the second leg of their battle with PSV. The Gunners entered the match with a 7-1 advantage on aggregate. The teams played to a 2-2 draw, and Arsenal will be advancing. Their next Champions League fixture is set for April 8th, as they will square off against Super Club and Champions League final mainstays, Real Madrid. Yikes. Check local listings for availability. First-class journalism at its finest. Wonderful. March is a busy month for all things sports ball. Despite it being our darkest timeline, there's hand-egg free agency, and Major League Baseball is getting ready to start. However, the biggest story in March is the NCAA tournament, also known as March Madness. And it consists of 64 teams. That's right. Those loser playing games don't count. The tournament takes center stage this week. And if you're someone who's all about the brackets and all about the Benjamins, I've got you covered in this week's editorial.
The madness! The madness!
Hello, friends. In your office or place of business, you might have some coworkers that are super excited about the NCAA tournament because it's an opportunity for you to make money. Chances are there's someone who's running a March Madness pool. Fantastic. However, there's always that one guy. You know that one guy, and you can't stand that one guy. He's the one that will go around regurgitating information that he heard on some other sports news and broccoli show that isn't this one. Also, he's the same guy that after the first few games will say to anyone that'll listen, my bracket busted. Duh. Guess what, genius? No one ever gets the whole thing right. While he goes on about his pain and suffering, you remain quiet because you're not an idiot because you watch this show. Don't let his March sadness ruin your March Madness. Should you experience this type of behavior from someone, do the right thing. And we all know what that is.
The madness!
The more you know.
The madness!
Fantastic. Also, my pick to win it all this year is the Houston Cougars. Nope. Meow. But also no. That's right. Whose house? Whose house? All right then. Well, that's gonna do it. Yep. Everything is back to normal. Join us next time for more news, sports, and broccoli. Thanks for watching ONEIL After Dark. My name is Tanner O'Neill.
It's been the worst day since yesterday.